Alright, now let's go back to a clean sound here. I'm going to try some different settings briefly with the amp and the pedal. I'm not going to talk too much about each one, so I think you're getting the idea here. Just have a listen. First I'm going to raise the gain on the Screamer to about 7. Listen to it clean. And now with the pedal. But you didn't know I could play in G, huh? Let's try the orange mode now. Let's try red without. See how you can add to the intensity of the signal boost, and the change is reflected in the tube output. It's a nice way to keep your rhythm sound warm and add some heat to your solo. That's pretty cool. I should mention I've got the tone knob on the Tube Screamer a little bit up since it takes some of the muddiness out of this channel in particular. But, you know, depending on what amp I'm using through, I'll tweak it differently. You should experiment with your Tube Screamer to suit your amp. Okay, let's try the opposite now. Let's bring the channel gain high and the Screamer gain low. Okay, so here's the green mode without. Okay, here's the orange mode. Finally, here's the red mode. This is the red mode. See how nice and clean that is? Tube Screamer on. It's a humbucker. Nice and bright and cut. See how it just spits fire in the red mode? The last thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to max out the green mode. Not completely, let's keep the master back just a little. I don't want to blow the amp up. So, yeah, it's getting pretty hot. And here it is, you got a little bit of... Here's the Screamer. Seen NYBD, you know our song I See You? You can't do that on a solid state clean channel. I mean, just listen to the heat in those tubes, even without the screen. Now with it. It's just a response you're not going to get from a solid state clean channel. Okay, so there is one more thing I'm going to do here, and that is try the green overdrive mode with low gain on the channel and low gain on the tube screamer. Let's keep it right about here. Now here it is without. Here it is with it. So what we got here is a similar but noticeably brighter overdrive boost as the red crunch mode. Let's push the tube screamer gain a little bit more than half here. That's a pretty dirty sound, but it has a noticeably different texture than some of the higher gain modes. It's actually pretty bright. Let me take the tone knob down on the tube screamer. Again, another different texture. It gets pretty dirty, but these are all some pretty distinct different sounds. And I'm getting them all with one guitar, one pedal, and this amp. Now there's one more thing you can try with your tube screamer that I'm not really going to go through here, and that is boosting the signal by increasing the output level of the pedal itself. With low gain, that'll act as more of a dry preamp boost, but it'll also cause a significant difference in your volume when you step on the pedal. But that could be just what you're looking for to push your solos out front. Now, I'm not going to lay it all out for you. I think you should understand how this all works by now. So start experimenting. Start finding your own sounds, seeing what works best for you with the amp, with the tube screamer, and with your guitar. Do something that suits your playing. Now, overall, the Marshall JVM210 is a very versatile amp. It may be known for the distortion levels it's capable of, but I got some sounds out of it that'd be great for classic blues, jazz, or just about any style you can think of, really. You just have to know how to get them. I also think that it soundly beats the JVM410 because I think those two extra channels that are in it just take something away from it. Sometimes, well actually most often, the more you put into an amp, the less everything has room to breathe and really reach its potential. Now there's one question some of you may be asking, and that is, would this amp have been improved by reducing the maximum gain potential so you could keep your gain knob higher for a heavy sound, but back it off for a brighter crunch or cleans? Well, honestly, I can't say for sure. I don't know if that would affect the overall sound of the amp at all, be it for better or for worse. To be perfectly honest, I know very little about the actual mechanics of amps. I can make them sound good, but I can't make them. Maybe pulling out all that extra gain would completely change the sound of the amp, and maybe it wouldn't. I'll leave that to Marshall to figure out. Honestly though, if the sounds I got out of this amp with the gain under 3 were possible to get out of a similar amp with the gain at 7, I'd probably lean towards that, since it'd mean there'd be a wider range to work with on the gain knob before it got out of control. But again, that's just me. Overall though, it's a freaking great amp. So I hope those of you out there who own tube amps are starting to have a little bit more understanding of what makes them tick, but also understand that there are a hell of a lot more great tube amps out there, and some of them sound nothing like the JVM210. And that's why I'm not done yet, so make sure you stick around, because the next installment of the Tubed Up mini-series is on its way, and we will be taking a look at probably the best amp I've ever played, the Soldano Hot Rod Avenger 100. I'm going to leave you with a little bit of a song that I wrote called Little Schoolgirl. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.